Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Toolbox Tuesday. Today is May 21st. It's episode number 96, and wishing my dad a very happy birthday today, and also a happy 55th wedding anniversary to my parents. Amazing, 55 years. Way to go, Mom and Dad. Sending love. Welcome. If this is the first time you're joining me, my name is Shannon Simpson. I'm coming to you live from the Comox Valley. I am a life coach, owner of Whole Health Family Wellness, and one of the founders of Masterpiece Magic, an online program for teens. And every week I come here at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and speak what is on my heart and share my truth. So this morning, the topic is good feeling thoughts. I've been listening a lot to Esther Hicks lately. If you don't know who Esther Hicks is, I will be sure to put one of her YouTube connections or chats in the link below at the end, and you can follow up with Esther Hicks. Amazing way to start your day. Or if you're just having one of those days where you're just feeling off, I usually jump onto YouTube and listen to one of her YouTube. They're only about 10-15 minutes, and it's a just great way to turn things around. The conversation that Esther speaks about often is feelings, and how our feelings can be our guide to what we want and what we don't want. The most wonderful thing about negative emotion, when feeling strong doubt or pain, it means something really matters to us. So negative emotion isn't always a bad thing. It's usually trying to tell us something. And so when we know what we don't want, it's great, because then we often also know what we do want. When we acknowledge our feelings and our thoughts, we can identify them, and then there is an awareness. And awareness is amazing. It's where everything starts. It's like when I had that conversation with my son not long ago, when he came up to me and he said, Mom, I really don't like how I can't regulate my emotions. And I celebrated him in that moment. And I said, the fact that you even know that you're not able to regulate your emotions sometimes is a being aware, which is a great first start, and that is accomplishment in itself. So feeling the good feelings and being in control of what we broadcast requires us to be mindful. Also knowing that we have choice. I can choose to stay stuck in my negative emotions, or I can choose to use the tools to turn my thoughts around and focus on the good feeling thoughts. One of the reasons why, often in the mornings I wake up and I read my Mark Nepo book is because I wake up often with anxiety and often with my thoughts already going down the rabbit hole. And my way of turning that around is having these tools that I use to create this morning routine that helps me start my day off on a good foot, or, heading in the right trajectory. And I create these good morning feeling thoughts by having this routine. There's a book that I haven't read yet, but I want to read, and it's called the 5 a.m. Club. And it's all about, I've heard about it so many times this week, and it's all about starting off our morning with these morning rituals or morning routines. And so for me, that's getting up and having my tea in quiet. Might be coffee for you, and lots of choices. Again, maybe I'll go in the sauna that day. Maybe I'll go for a walk. Maybe I'll read my book. Maybe I'll go for meditate that morning. Maybe you like to go for a run, or maybe you like to go for a cold plunge, a good way to connect to nature, get back into your body. And what are those things, those tools that have helped to support you to start off with those good feeling thoughts? what are your tools? They don't have to be the same tools as mine, but again, having that great way to start off our day usually can help us create a day that is full of the good feeling thoughts, instead of, if we're waking up in that negative mindset, sometimes, and I can speak from myself, we tend to take that negative mindset into the rest of our day. And so that's the gift and the beauty of having these regular routines in the morning, where we can start our day off creating these positive thoughts and then bringing that into the rest of our day. Esther Hicks does a really good job of describing it, like imagining there's a car at the top of the hill. Because she says our negative thoughts can get momentum. And if we don't give our negative thoughts momentum, then we can stop it, those negative thoughts, once they kind of get started. So again, Esther Hicks talks about it like, if you're at the top of a hill, and imagine that there's a car at the top of the hill and you're standing in front of the car and somebody bumps the car forward. If you're standing in front of the car at the top of the hill, you could probably prevent that car from going down the hill. But if you're at the bottom of the hill and that car is coming down towards you, first of all, you're probably going to want to move. And secondly, you're probably not going to be able to stop the car. Just like if your negative thoughts have gotten momentum and they're going down the hill and they're going and going, it's really difficult to stop the negative thoughts when we've allowed them to gain momentum. And so this is the amazing thing, like when we can create these morning routines where we get up and, like I said, like, oh, I wake up, oh my goodness, I'm feeling anxiety. My negative thoughts are going on. Okay, so here's the tools that I have. I'm going to read my Mark Nepo book. I'm going to listen to an Esther Hicks on YouTube. I'm going to go for a meditation. I'm going to get into nature. I'm going to go for a cold plunge. All these things that can stop the momentum of the negative thoughts. You know, and sometimes we can get off our track too, just even in midday. Like we get an email that comes in and we're like, oh, that didn't feel very good. Or we have a phone call that comes in from somebody that just doesn't make us feel good at all either. And so what can we do in those moments? So maybe we call a friend, or maybe I make sure that I'm drinking lots of water that day and nourishing my body, because when I'm eating lots of sugary foods, that can also help increase my anxiety. And so, at least for me anyways, then we can take some deep breaths into our body. We can even just get out of our chair and change our scenery. Maybe we want to put on some good music. And I know for me, music changes my mood often, all the time actually. And maybe we want to shake it off. Maybe we want to dance it off. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen animals in the wild when they are feeling or in a sense of anxiety, and after something happens, you'll see them that they're often will shake it off. I see that with my little dog Evie. If my kids are doing something to bug Evie or torment him in a little way, then Evie will just shake it off, and then he's like good to go. So again, like bringing in the music, bringing in the dance, bringing in those little things, a quick call to a friend or a little text to a friend, send me some love, I need it right now. Just these little things that we can do to help us stay in those good feeling thoughts. So when we take the time to pause and acknowledge the feelings, we give them the attention that they need. I love this. Again, it's acknowledging. It's like, it's where it all starts, when we can give that sense of stillness to go, oh, okay, like I'm feeling this right now and it doesn't feel really good, and that's okay. And what are the tools that I have that can help me get back into those good feeling thoughts? Because when we allow those good feeling, those negative thoughts to get away on us, like Esther Hicks says, it's a lot harder to get back into those good feeling thoughts. So we can catch them at the beginning, then they don't get away on us. So I guess what I want to say is, you know, loving ourselves and creating the time and the space and the routine to nourish and bring ourselves back to those good feeling thoughts that we want to feel. That's been a life changer for me. And so what are the tools that you have that bring you back to those good feeling thoughts? Hi, Brenna. Hi, Michael. Nice to see you. So more awareness around my thoughts, allowing me to have more choice, which has led me to more joy and more happiness in my life. So what are the tools that you have to bring you more joy? I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday. I'm sending you all so much love. And again, happy birthday to Dad. And I'll make sure I put a link below to Esther Hicks so you can check out some of her videos. Sending you so much love. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Bye.